Hey, what's up everybody? Zed here, back again with another video. This time around we'll be doing a $450 gaming console killer. I meant to say gaming build. It's a console killer for $450. In my first video I did a $400 budget build that was also a console killer. However, that build included an AMD processor and an AMD GPU. This build will be an Intel processor with an Nvidia GPU. So if you're in the whole Nvidia Intel type of scheme, then this build would be for you. So let's start off with the CPU. What I have chose is the Intel Pentium G3258, a 3.2 GHz dual core processor on the LGA 1150 socket. It's only dual core with a total of 3 megs of level 3 cache. It's got a TDP of 53 watts, and it's really low powered and really low voltage. So you should have not very much trouble with temperatures, and you could use it with a very low powered power supply, meaning you could probably put it inside of a very small case. So it's a very nice processor at around $65. A lot of people have recommended it for gaming. It is only dual core, which may set you back a little bit in a few games, but it shouldn't really suffer too much in terms of performance. So the motherboard that's going to house this CPU is the BioStar High-5 B85S3 Plus version 6.x micro ATX on the LGA 1150 sockets, around $60 on Newegg with free shipping. It's a micro ATX board with 4 total RAM slots up to DDR3 1600 MHz. Supports up to 32 gigs max memory. It's only got 2 SATA 3 gigabits per second and 4 SATA 6 gigabits per second. It does also support gigabit Ethernet and has USB 3.0 headers on board. The rear I/O looks pretty nice with onboard video and USB 3, as well as the legacy PS2 port. It's a very nice motherboard, micro ATX with 4 total RAM slots for expandability. There is no SLI support, sadly. It only got a single PCI Express 16X slot, so if you want to use, you can only have one GPU, and for a budget build you're probably only going to be using a single GPU. Now for RAM, I went ahead and chose the G-Skill RS series 8GB DIMM DDR3 1866 MHz. There are 2 4 gig DIMMs. It's about $6 per gig. It only takes about 1.5 volts. It does have a heat spreader, and it is a blue RAM. It's really nice RAM. At around $50 for 8 gigs. You can spend a little bit more, and you can even opt for 16 gigs if you were to do that. DDR3 1866 MHz. It's really nice memory, and I tested it before, and it's very high in performance, and it's got a very low price point of only $50. Now, as this is a gaming build, you're going to need some storage to store that operating system and plenty of these games. So I went ahead and chose the Seagate 1TB 3.5-inch 72,000 RPM hybrid HDD. It's a hard drive that is at a 1 TB capacity on the SATA 6 gigabits per second interface, 64 megs of cache, and has a 8 gigabytes of total hybrid SSD cache. Comes in at 72,000 RPM. It's 3.5-inch drive. It's going to come in at around $75. Being a hybrid drive, it should increase performance by a ton, and hybrids are kind of in the middle of a hard drive and SSD, and performance for starting your game should be very nice and easy. With 1 TB of storage, you got plenty of storage. You can always expand that up to 2 to 3 terabytes, or you can go and opt down to a Western Digital drive for around $50, but it won't be a hybrid, it will be only a standard drive. Now for the video card, I went ahead and chose the Nvidia EVGA GeForce GTX 750 Ti, a 2 gig super clocked video card with a single 120mm fan. It's a very small card on the PCI Express X16 slot. You can add 2 gigs of GDDR5 memory, a TDP of 60 watts, and a 1.18 gigahertz core clock speed. There's no SLI support. There is a single fan, and it comes in at around 6.69 inches. It does support G-Sync, has a single dual-link DVI, 1 display port, as well as HDMI. So it has plenty of rear I/O for connecting really anything you want. It is a 2-slot card, and it's got it's a really nice card, and it's very small, so it should fit in most small cases. Now for the case, I went ahead and chose the Fractal Design Core 1100, a micro ATX mini tower case for only around $40. It's a Fractal Design case, supports micro ATX and mini ITX boards, has two 5 1/4 inch bays with two internal 3.5 inch bays. It does not include a power supply, and it can hold a maximum of 6.69 inches video cards with drive cages, as the GTX 750 Ti is a 6.69 inch card. It should have no problem fitting inside of this case. It's a really nice case, and it doesn't look so bad either. For the power supply, as this is a pretty low powered build, I went ahead and chose the EVGA 80 Plus certified 500 watt ATX power supply. It has a single fan. It is not modular. It does support two PCI Express pin connectors. It comes in at around $30, and it is 80 plus certified, meaning it is very eco-friendly, and has plenty of connectors for connecting up devices. For our optical drive to put on our operating system and install other games via CD and DVD, I went ahead and chose the Samsung SH-224DB, a DVD/CD writer combo that is around $15. It's stated 3 gigabits per second, and it comes in at a 5 1/4 inch interface. You could always go ahead and opt for a Blu-ray drive or a slightly better, faster DVD drive, but really most people aren't going to be using this. The total build cost comes in around $460. If you want to go ahead and put an operating system, you can spend a little bit more for Windows 7 Home Premium. For Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit at around $85, or $100 for Windows 8.1 and Windows 8. And then obviously Windows 10 is coming out in the near future, July 21st, I believe, so you can always get that. So it's a really nice build. Intel processor and Nvidia GeForce GTX 750 Ti, super clock 2 gig card. It doesn't require too much power. You can always change out the case for even smaller cases, as the CPU is meant for a smaller case, and the GPU also can handle smaller cases. It's a really nice computer. It's a very nice computer to replace your consoles with, or if you're thinking of getting a PC instead of a console but don't really have that big of a budget, you can always buy things of this nature. It's a really nice computer, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, all links will be provided in the description down below. Comment if you have any questions, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Let's go.